Hey guys, what is going on? MadSpace here, and I'm bringing a new series to my channel. It's going to be more about Smash, but a series that I can showcase other characters other than Captain Falcon. So what I want to do is take the most recent patch 1.10 and just analyze all the buffs and nerfs of all the characters and talk about them and maybe show some gameplay as well. I know this is kind of late because the patch came out a little while ago, but I still think it'd be something cool to do and hopefully people will enjoy it. So here it goes. Okay, so the first character that I want to talk about is Charizard. Now, Charizard, in the beginning of Smash 4 when it came out, everyone thought that he would be pretty low on the tier lists, even though there's no official tier lists yet, but he's still not that high, you know, in terms of, you know, the vote, when people vote on the tier list every month. But he has received several buffs in all the patches of the games, and we're going to review the most recent buffs that he received because he received several buffs. Alright, so the first buff was on his forward tilt. His sweet spot damage was increased 10%, from 10% to 11%, which is good. A little more damage and a little more knockback. And one of his 3 sour spots are now sweet spots. Is now sweet spot. Okay, so what that means, well, a sweet spot, if you don't know, is the part of the move that does the most amount of damage, and the sour spot is the part of the move that does the least amount of damage. And one of the sour spots is now turned to a sweet spot, which is good because now you have more of a chance to get the full 11%. I don't know where in his tail of the forward tilt is the sweet spots and which are the sour spots. I would think that the end of the tail, like the tip of the tail, would be a sweet spot where the fire is, but you know, I'm not 100% sure. But either way, that's a good buff for Charizard. His forward tilt doing a little more damage, and now he has one more sweet spot. Now, down tilt is actually pretty interesting. They added a wind box that pulls opponents in. I don't know why they pushes opponents in. I think it makes more sense to say that it pulls them inwards. So I guess what that means is the down tilt has the wind box pulls them in so that you can hit them. So that's pretty cool. The back air landing lag has been reduced from 36 frames to 33 frames, which is really good. Now you have less lag when you use a back air, and now you have a little more time to cover your landing after you do back air. So let's say a forward tilt, or if you want to spot dodge a roll or something like that, or shield, you can do it a little bit faster. It's not that much of a difference, but it's still a buff nonetheless. I still don't think it auto cancels out of a short hop though. Maybe a full hop. I didn't do that properly in the video that I'm showing, in the match that I'm showing, but you know, maybe it auto cancels out of a full hop. That requires testing for me to do, so yeah, hopefully it does. If it auto cancels out of a full hop, that'd be actually a really good spacing tool for Charizard. Down throw, now this I think is the best one. Down throw end frame reduced from 73 frames to 70 frames, and I think this gives Charizard a few throw combos from down throw at early percents, mostly down throw to fair, and I hit it one time in this match that I'm showing. I think it only works at relatively early percents. I don't really think that you could do it out of a full hop at later percents. I don't think the hit stun is enough for you to get a true follow-up, but nonetheless, the end frame at a down throw, which means you can act faster after doing the down throw, is still good even if you can't get follow-ups at higher percents. So just increasing some of Charizard's damage outputs and also some of his lag on a couple of his options. So for the tier lists where he lands, he's been pretty low. I think the highest Charizard can probably be is low mid tier. I just think Charizard, he's a big character, he's heavy, he gets comboed, he has a big hurt box. You know, all the best characters in the game can just combo him to death, and it's really hard for Charizard to get in and get moves because a lot of his moves don't really come out that fast. His jab is really good. His jab comes out crazy fast, and his fair comes out kind of fast too. But you know, the fair is kind of laggy. Back air is laggy, even though they reduced it. It's still kind of laggy. So yeah, his moves are kind of laggy. His dash speed is pretty good, but his aerial mobility is kind of weak. So it's kind of hard for him to keep up with like Diddy Kong and Sonic and Sheik and the other top tiers, even some of the mid tiers. like, let's say Pac-Man or even Bowser Jr. It's hard for him to keep up. So I really don't think he can get any higher than a low mid tier, but definitely a high low tier. I don't think he's one of the worst characters in the game. In a game of 50 characters, I don't think he's in the bottom 10, just because of the buffs that he's received over the course of the game. His up throw, for example, now being a kill throw, that's a really good option for him, especially with so many stages that have platforms. You hit an up throw and that can kill pretty early with rage and stuff like that. But just because his aerial movement is kind of slow, some of his moves come out slow, and he just has a big hurt box. He can't keep up with some of the best characters in the game, and I just think that his ceiling would probably be a low mid tier, and his floor would probably be a high low tier. I think he fits that pretty well. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoy this episode. I'm not sure which character I'm going to do next, but in the next episode I think I'm going to get a schedule and say which character that I'm going to do next, unless this gets some good feedback and maybe a character that someone wants me to do next. I'll go ahead and do that character. So we'll see how it goes, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video analyzing Charizard after a 1.10 patch, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.